So Jamie and I were able to get 8 trucks moved last night, which frees that area up to be brush hogged, and that gives me some place to put my old guys. That's a Chevy. The one on the far side of the one that's poking out is a Chevy. They're 42 to 46. I'm not sure which ones are which. And that right there is a 42 to 46 GMC, and it's a complete truck. But I'm going to put, since those are all the same body style, I'm going to go ahead and put all of those right there. And I may put that old Advanced Design First Series 5-window cab, so that'd be 48 to 55 First Series right there, and I'll put it over there with the old guys. We'll have an old guy row, and that'll open all of this up. I'll be back. Little classic truck rescue update. A lot of people have been saying, Rick, why haven't you put your building up yet? Well, I've got lots of excuses, but a couple of them are this bucket truck. This bucket truck, and there's a crane truck too, which we're getting ready to move. So you'll see me moving that. Were loaned to me by a very good friend of mine who was trying to help me to get where I could put my building up by myself. And he loaned me this. We got this running, and we got the other one running. Actually, one of them, to be honest, ran real good. They just needed some bushes cleaned off of them and stuff. They both ran real good, but the problem was stuff didn't work on them. Like this, you couldn't operate the bucket from inside the bucket. And I got stuck when we were looking for McFly. By the way, I do have a replacement McFly drone. That's what we named my drone. And DJI sent that to me. That was really cool of them, and we'll get it launched pretty soon, but I just have not had the time. Anyways, so I really need this bucket truck to work properly, and the crane truck, so that I can put my trusses up there by myself. And that's a goal of mine within the next 90 days is to have that done. Actually, I have less than 90 days now. I have 80. But I want to at least get my roof on the building and all the building materials underneath it, and my floor, not cement floor, but just rock floor done. And I'm making a driveway from over there. Actually, I'll show you that from over there, that goes into the big bay door at the back of the shop. And we're just going to have all this out here where these trucks are lined up that I'm trying to sell. All this out here is going to be a fenced in pasture with that kind of fencing that I put up for Jet. down there, coming down the other side to the right of that, and then we'll have cows in there, and that's all that'll be out front. Also, I remember when I was putting my flagpole up, everyone said, "Gee, Rick, that's too much flagpole," and it was perfect, I thought, for the other flag, but it definitely looks too small for this one. So we were thinking we wanted to fly an Oregon state flag too, because we're proud of Oregon. Oregon gets a bad rap in the media because of a couple of cities where people do a lot of stuff that most Oregonians don't agree with. I think I stated that pretty well. Most Oregonians are pretty laid back and cool, and but anyway, we're proud of Oregon. I grew up here, so I thought we'd use this flagpole right here for our Oregon state flag, and then put up a bigger one next to it for the United States flag, that big one right there that Bill Lepore sent us. Bill Lepore was one of the winners of one of my giveaway trucks, and he came up here and hung out with us, and we really like him. He does a lot of cool things for his community and scouts and all of that, and he's just a really good guy. Anyways, he sent us this flag, and it needed a little repair. We took it into town to a saddle shop and had it repaired and put it up, but we need a bigger pole. Anyway, so I thought I'd use that pole for the Oregon state flag, and then a bigger pole next to it for the big flag, and then another smaller pole for a CTR flag. I thought that'd be pretty cool, and have old Pumpkin under there. By the way, we're gonna get Pumpkin out of the bushes too. Everybody's coming out. I'm not stopping. I am not stopping. I'm getting this done. This roof is going on this building. This whole property's getting cleaned up, and we're gonna sell some trucks. So hang tight, because I'm getting ready to do a full inventory video of all the trucks, and trust me, we have a lot of trucks that are for sale. I'm over it. I've done a lot of reprioritizing, and I don't need all these trucks. I have a lot of money invested in them, and a lot of time going and saving them all and pulling them out of the bushes and getting some of them running, and but we got to cut the numbers down, and I need to refocus the money that I spend on all these trucks onto this property, so that trucks in the future can be saved, and I don't have to, you can't save 60 trucks. One man can't do it. But there's a lot of trucks out here that I'm sure people would love to have. If they had one truck to give it some loving, I'd be doing that truck a service, and that's what Classic Truck Rescue needs to be about. We don't have to have 60 of them on the property. We could be spending time out on the road finding new ones that need rescuing, and just have a few out here at a time, so we'd have plenty of room to work on this property. And that's my plan. I feel like I've been energized, like I'm Popeye and I ate a couple cans of spinach or something. I've been feeling pretty good lately, folks. Anyways, I'm gonna get this guy running. Next time we come back to the video, you'll see me backing this up, and because I'm gonna move it out of the way here so I can clean all this up next. And it's my transformer right there. I need to bring it out of the bushes and get the building site cleaned up, get this working properly. Oh, anyways, I was telling you, sorry, I got sidetracked. I was looking for McFly in the bucket up there, and this thing got stuck where it wouldn't go down, and I was way up there. But fortunately, Jamie was outside and saw my distress and came over and hit an emergency power down button or something like that on that panel right there. Yeah, I think that's it. Emergency. Oh, that's a generator override. Emergency lower. She hit that puppy for me, and I was able to come down. We were a little worried about her just hitting that button, because like I said, I was over there, so I rotated the bucket around as far as I could over here and tried to make sure I had a soft landing spot in case I had to bail, and then I retracted it all of the way, which made it a shorter distance for me to fall. But the emergency lower button works good, and I just lowered it into the ground. But I need to be able to lower it by myself, either that, or if I can't do that, then I'll just find someone that I can hire after I sell a truck that will come over here and help me operate this truck while I'm in the bucket. Anyway, if that makes sense. Let's get this running, get it over there. We'll get the other crane truck over there, and actually I'll show you where these trucks are going right now. Anyway, this is the driveway that I'm building. and you can see the posts out there. I'm making the driveway come, and it connects to this circular driveway, and that's going to be the main driveway going out there, and it curves and goes out to the road, and then it goes around right here. But I made this come off of it because I'm going to make that go straight out to the building site out there, and to the bay door, which will be between those posts, actually the ones to the left of it, you'll see. Then we'll have the main entrance facing back towards the property on the building, and it'll make everything real easy to maneuver. But oh, and there's the crane truck that my friend let me use, and it's working good. And all the controls are working good. You kind of have to know what you're doing and swap some things around for different tasks, but it does all the tasks that I need it to do, and grateful to have that. Thank you to my buddy Terry, and thank you, Lord. And let's get back to work. Anyways, got all the old guys lined up. I don't know if I filmed that, but I'm gonna get it right now. That's Barnwood right there. We've had him forever. Actually, we got 3 of these guys. All 3 of those guys together. We rescued like 8 trucks from one property a few years ago. Actually, about 5 years ago. Anyway, so that's like these are all 1942 to 1946 trucks, except for the one on the right. Don't look at that. But those 3 right there are 42 to 46 Chevy and GMCs. Chevy, GMC. Anyway, I like them better like that, and I'm trying to make them all where I got room to walk between them for cleaning bushes and you know, maybe some goats. Maybe those will be goat runs. I don't know, but we're not going to let this happen again, because I get depressed when I see all this stuff in tall bushes like that. That's Jamie's truck right there that I gave her Tonka truck, and we'll be pulling that out maybe even today, just so you can. It's kind of cool. It's a super short 4-wheel drive on a full-size Blazer, like a K5 Blazer chassis. Pretty neat old truck. Anyway, I'm getting back to work. I'm gonna go move that thing and that bucket truck, and I thought I'd just put them, to be honest with you. There's a spot right here, and what we're trying to do is not offend people. You know, we learned we don't want to offend people with the trucks. Apparently it's okay to have a whole line of them out in my pasture out front with for sale signs on them, and I am trying to sell them, so you know, that's makes everybody happy, I guess. But what I'm going to do here is just trim up. Anyway, the road's way up there, but there is a little spot where somebody slows way down, and I've seen them slow way down right there. Do you see how we got a clearing all the way down the middle now? Watch. Right down there. There's the road. Hopefully a car will come by so I can show you. But that's the only way you can see my trucks, unless they're parked out front, is if you go by in that little gap right there. I'm going to sit here until a car goes by just to show you what I'm talking about. That's actually a very long ways away from where we're standing. I'll call that a quarter mile. There it goes. Okay, so you see, you go by there for about 2 seconds. So you got to really slow down and look straight through there and all the way back here to see that before you get offended. Actually, I've cleaned that up a lot. That's not really fair. Anyway, I thought I'd put the crane truck, that guy right there, and the bucket truck right there, side by side, or somehow where it blocks that offensive little 50-foot stretch, quarter of a mile away from me, down there on the road. And besides, there's a corner right there, so you got whoever's offended by that spot needs to slow down in that corner. All right, I'll be back. Fired the bucket truck back up, put some fresh gas in it, battery, and then I remembered another reason that it's still sitting there blocking my new main driveway is because I couldn't get the bucket to go up. So I'm going to go work on that. But also I was thinking, once I do get both of those trucks, that truck and the white crane truck over there running good, I don't need both of them to block the little view that I'm trying to block right now. And I want them both accessible, so I'm going to put the bucket truck right here. First I'm going to brush hog this spot right in here, and then it'll be right here next to the roadway going into the shop. And that's the whole reason I've been making this roadway going back to the building site, is because if it rains at all, those trucks will not move out there. And I thought, just make the road going into it and get pit rock all down on the floor, and then I can drive both of them in there and do the work I need to do. But I'm gonna mow this down, put the bucket truck right there facing this way, right next to the road where I can get it out easily. And then the crane truck I'm gonna go ahead and put over here, because this is another place where I may eventually want a road, because this will lead to the side and front of the shop on this side. So I'm just going to park the other truck right there and kind of leave this open up here to where it ties in with the driveway, and then that'll be good. I'll be back. So while I was brush hogging this area out to park the bucket truck, I went ahead and brush hogged in between these trucks. You know, anytime I can brush hog a large area and then you just go around with the weed eater, it makes it a lot quicker. But since I was at it, I went over here and started clearing the back side of the shop a little bit and up to my driveway. I've got the bucket truck running. Each of these trucks runs really good, but you have to do the right things in the right sequence to make things work on them. But anyway, so if there's anyone that's familiar with the crane truck, I've got everything working. It's got a drilling rig, winch, crane, and I've got all of that working good. But on this one, just having trouble with the controls in the bucket. I've got all the, you can control everything from this panel up here, but the controls in the bucket seem to keep giving me a hard time. It's almost like it doesn't have enough fluid, but trust me, it's completely full. I've checked that a few times and filled it up. But anyway, got my air pressure up because I can hear it over here tooting. And we'll see what happens with this. Still having trouble. I remembered what the problem was. Problem was getting it to go up also any higher than it was right there. Anyway, now I'm having trouble getting the bucket up and down. We'll look into that, get it fixed, but it does run good, so we know we can get there from here. Anyway, that's where I'm going to make the main driveway, right there. And then we're going to have this fencing on this side and the same kind of fencing on that side, and that's going to be all cows. Let's get this thing parked so we can continue with the cleanup operation. This thing does run good and it drives good. Just, you know, any old piece of equipment. I believe this is mid to late 80s stuff right here. But good truck. If anyone knows anything about that right there and all the electrical controls, I see the other one's got a hydraulic pump that operates everything. This one has an electrical generator on it. My longtime viewers will know what a great man I am when it comes to electrical stuff. It's not my favorite. Trying to make sure I don't run over my building materials. That's next. Moving that one next, folks. Cleaning her up. That one's getting moved too. Everybody's coming out of the bushes. That's what. I'm not quitting. Oof. Don't want to hit that guy. Not with this thing. That'd leave a mark. Isn't that pretty? Yep. Look how much better it looks from this angle. Just getting things mowed and everything out of the bushes. I'm going to keep going. I am on a mission, folks. Let's get over there. Yeah, I'm getting a lot more maneuverability out here. Everything's looking better. I'll be right back. I gotta park this thing right over there. Okay, I had to fix some wasps out of that corner up there, but I think they're all gone. This one runs a lot better. Well, it doesn't run a lot better. It's just more user-friendly than the other one. Let my glow plugs warm up. This right here happened when I went to pick this truck up. It had been sitting in a bunch of bushes, and whoever used it last did not reel in the big old hook that's on the end of it. Actually, it was a bigger hook than that. I'll show you the hook. That rope snapped when I first started using it because it's really old, but well, I thought I had it back here. It's in one of the compartments. Anyways, there was a huge hook on the end of that boom right there, and somebody had and it wasn't going through the pulley right there, and somebody had just taken it and stuck it up on top of the boom right there where there's nothing to hold it with a bunch of slack. So I got to going, and that thing came right down and smacked into the windshield. So I guess I'll be looking for a windshield for one of these. Anyways, let's see how she's gonna act. I always put fresh diesel in these. Anytime they've been sitting for any amount of time, it's just a good idea to put a couple gallons at least of fresh diesel in them, and you don't want to run these low. So whew. Anyways, it's like it's supposed to be 98 today. I think it's feeling like 92 right now. That might be my imagination, but see, been sitting for probably about 3 months right here since the last time I used it, and fired right up. Good old truck. This one's a stick. The other one's an automatic. This one's a stick. I like sticks, like in muscle cars and even trucks, you know, pickups and stuff, but I do like the automatic transmission in that other one. For a big truck, it just makes things easier. Gotta wait till I build my air pressure up. Yeah, let's see it going up right now. Sometimes it helps these old guys if you kick the idle up a little bit. Unfortunately, the idle kick-up thing on this one's out back. You know, maybe I'll go ahead and do that. Sure, neutral. There, it did just budge a little. It's got 2 air pressure gauges. I'll kick that idle up a little bit. What you do with this one is you press down on that there gas pedal. Get your idle up, and then you lock it down with that. Yeah, That's right. We don't need it quite that high though. Maybe. Right there's pretty good. I can hear the air pressure building up. Good old truck right here. Thank you, Terry. I'll get this back to you. I promise. By the time I get married, I hope to be able to bring this back to you. We'll make sure she's running and driving good and get her all cleaned up and get you another windshield. Sorry about that. No, I didn't really. I guess that's my fault. Should have checked the whole thing out before I moved it. Yeah, that's on me. Oh, good. We got 90 pounds of pressure on both gauges there. Top and bottom. Alright. Let's get this thing moved. Alright. Oh, that's reverse. Going to run this around the pasture one time because it may be at least a few weeks before I go to use it, and it certainly does not hurt to lubricate the axles and work the brakes and all of that. I don't think we need to be in granny though. We'll take her around the pasture once. Trucks for sale, Rick at ClassicTruckRescue.com. If it's out here, it's most likely for sale, not Bully. Jamie to have my hide if I sold Bully, the dump truck. But the internationals can go. The guy keeps threatening me with a good time on that one, but doesn't seem to pull the trigger. That blue one can go. Studebaker, I'd probably sell it because I've reprioritized, like I've said. There's Old Glory. Thank you, Bill Lepore. There's Pumpkin. That's my first bucket tracker right there. Pumpkin. We'll get him fixed up. He ain't going anywhere. I mowed this part while you guys were charging. That cab up there is full of parts and on my trailer because I got to weigh it and it's getting shipped out to Chicago. That truck's gonna get moved. I'm gonna drop you guys off while I position this. It is looking better out here though, I think. A lot better. That truck right there. That truck right there is going to, I think, Florida. Annabella's been trying to run out here and see what her dad's been doing. She's no dummy, but she peeks out of the windows and stuff, and she can see a little bit of what's going on. And she doesn't like people moving her trucks around and, you know, changing things without her approval. Well, you gonna do something positive? This little dog scared me to death a few days ago. I had to take her to the vet. She was not looking good. You don't realize how much the little critters mean to you until one of them falls ill. Then it's pretty scary. Anyway, she'll have to go look at every truck and re-inspect it. And so I got both of the big construction trucks moved. Both of them are running good. Got a couple issues to deal with on both of them, but nothing we can't handle. That's the area I'm conquering next. And actually where that cab's sitting, it's sitting on my car trailer on the other side. That was so I could weigh it with all the parts that are in it. And it's clear where my car trailer is, which is what that cab's sitting on. And I'll show you. I'm gonna knock this area down next. And I put that truck right there, the crane, to where it's blocking the view back here through that gap that's behind it. But I left enough room where I can get behind it. I might take a little more off of that bush right there with my tractor and get right out to where the building site is. So it's a good deal. And then I'll leave a road open right there to tie in with this one so I can get to and fro over there. But this is next, this area over here. And then it'll be clear all the way over there to where Grumpy and Marge the land barge are sitting. We'll move that guy. I'll be back. Annabella! Oh, doing her job. Good little truck inspector general. She's very serious about her job, Annabella. Good little truck inspector. By the way, like I said, I'm cleaning this up so that I can make an inventory video and show everybody everything I got that's for sale. The only trucks I'm keeping are trucks that are part of my... I'm making a collection of trucks that are work trucks. And I've said it probably 100 times, but some people don't know it. I'm attracted to the big, weird farm trucks and tow trucks and things like that, fire trucks. I want to make a collection of them that all run and drive good and work good. And the good thing about that is we can have trucks like that out here. If you have farm land, oh, look at that little thing. If you have farmland, you need a tow truck to move tractors that get stuck and stuff, and then you need a fire truck in case there's a fire, and you need farm trucks and stuff like that. But yes, I have way too many trucks, so a lot of these older small pickups are, I'm just going to sell them because they need to be in the hands of somebody that has the time for each truck to do what it needs. And I'm not doing these trucks any good out here, and I really want to build this ranch, so man's got to have priorities, right? Where's that truck inspector? Annabella! Anna! Oh, she's inspecting the crane truck. Very diligent, that little dog. Very good about her job. She's really interested in old green machine right there. I like this truck. Oh, 42 to 46 GMC. I'll have to look. I know I got the title for this one. I'll have to look in my title box and see what it is. Anyway, getting better. Better all the time. I'll be back. When I come back, we'll mow that down right there, and we'll go move Frank's cab and get it out of the way. It's not in the bushes, by the way. It's sitting on my car trailer in a mowed area. So I'll be back.